Pope Francis surprising his congregation by kneeling and going to confession in public. The People's Pope breaking tradition once again, and ABC's Michelle Franzen is here with more. Never ceases to surprise us, Michelle.
If there's one thing we have learned about this Popiana, it's to expect the unexpected. Pope Francis leads more than 1 billion Roman Catholics worldwide and meets with world leaders, including his face-to-face with President Obama this past week. But that hasn't kept this powerful man from showing a more personal side. From poverty-stricken neighborhoods to hallowed cathedrals, his latest example, the humble act of confessing his sins.
He is the People's Pope. He tweets, takes selfies, even made the cover of Rolling Stone, and is said to connect with Catholics like no other pontiff before. And now Catholics around the world are talking about the Pope's recent service at St. Peter's Basilica. The Pope stunned worshippers by kneeling before a so-called ordinary priest and confessed his own sins. The original plan? Pope Francis was expected to go to an empty confessional booth to hear confessions from members of the congregation. Instead, the Pope chose a different confessional, attended by a priest, dropped to his knees, and began talking. It's not the first time the Pope has broken with tradition since becoming the leader of the Roman Catholic Church just over a year ago. He has shunned many of the opulent rituals in exchange for connecting with the average Catholic and remaining an advocate for the poor. In his home country of Argentina, the Pope most recently voiced his support for the people living in this tent city. Squatters are fighting to stay in their makeshift barrio, named after the Pope himself.
And the Pope recently recalled the first time he confessed his sins at the age of 17 in Argentina. He said the moment was so powerful it made him want to become a priest. And Bianna and Dan, certainly this is not the first time a Pope may have confessed publicly, but the historians are still sort of checking out those details. Pope Francis taking him by surprise, too.
He's taken every opportunity to signal humility over and over again. Yeah.
It's good to see.
Thanks, Michelle.